PBR, I gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He opted to go with his strong. Gets 2 yards and now it's 4.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis now off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, Bulls. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Vikings pick up the football.
Remember in preseason we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball, the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
He's got room past the 30. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bulls. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 11. That one good for 33 and a first.
First down, Titans.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Bulls. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Bulls. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take over here. There's no
other way you can describe it because that was actually just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were playing aggressive. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Going right back to Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. The defense was expecting a run. They got it. They just failed to stop.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? They can give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space. Off he went.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
On the set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, People don't clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before getting it out.
20 yards rushing for him. He goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
These guys figured out his performance on the ground. That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete, Smith has it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Willis.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Titans 3.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off, and the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
taking it in
from 2 yards out. And the Titans are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there, calling 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they can still come away with points here in the late going. Running on 1st down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jerry Judy, 57 yards. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie things at 17-all. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down with Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 54 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That gets him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And down to the 41.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage. Because when
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Throwing on second and long. Willis. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Robbie Anderson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here to their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now back to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown, Titans. K.J. Hamler, 39 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete. I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet? Oh, I've got the exact play to dial.
Yeah, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 208 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give this to Akers running right. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 17, Willis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This will be caught. Judy And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
They'll look to throw here.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to back some
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Titans.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Hole to dig out of
second and 17. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve from posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards. Second and 6.
City always a little extra excited